Alright. I kind of gave up on the filming because last night when I was doing the setup and installing the firmware and all that, I was going through the Go 4 app, looking at different things, how you did this, how you did that, and I got to the obstacle avoidance section, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go out and fly in the field where there are no obstacles except the ground, maybe a bird. So I shut it all off, thinking, you know, it'll just save on battery, I'll get more flight time. And I kind of was thinking, you know, I'll just use obstacle avoidance when it's necessary, and for the most part I'll leave it off. Well, when I got out here, I went through to calibrate the IMU, got that done. Then I went through to calibrate the compass, got that done. And then a warning popped up, said something about the front-facing obstacle avoidance needed calibration, and you got to pick the drone up and you got to draw a square in front of yourself with it. Couldn't get it to work. Failed over and over again. So I started looking, and finally I looked, and the gimbal was off. The camera was kind of pointed down. So I went back out through there. I calibrated the gimbal, got the camera facing straight. Tried it again. Wouldn't work. Fail. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I shut all the obstacle avoidance off last night. So I went back into the menu, turned all the obstacle avoidance, smart landing, everything back on. Went through, tried it again, finally worked. So the first time you get your drone, don't disable the obstacle avoidance until you get out and you go through the whole setup process and you calibrate the IMU and the compass and everything else. Another strange thing that was going on is in the camera menu where you select the resolution you want to use, 4K, 2.7, 1080, etc., etc. I don't have 4K. It only shows that I have 2.7K, 1080, and 720 or whatever the other one is. I don't know how to do that. Well, I had it up flying. There's supposed to be on the screen on the left side, there's supposed to be a little thing there, a picture of the drone. And you click it and it enables so it brings up your intelligent flight modes. That wasn't on the screen, and I couldn't figure out how to bring up any of the intelligent flight modes. Now I'm sure that's in the settings somewhere. I have something turned off or not turned on or disabled or whatever. So I'm gonna go home, get the book back out, and see if I can figure all that out. A lot of different stuff from the Phantom 3. A lot of different stuff. Very interesting. Overall, it is incredibly precise. It sits very still. Your inputs on your stick, you move a little, it moves a tiny bit. You let off, it stops. It's incredibly precise with the stick inputs. It does what you tell it to do, and it does it immediately. There's no delay, there's no lag. With the Phantom 3, I got used to it, and I actually kind of liked the lag a little bit, I think just because I got used to it. There's no lag with the Mavic. It's on it when you tell it to do something. Very pleased with it. I got a few things to figure out, which that's a given. I knew I was going to have to learn some new stuff, and that's okay. That's part of it. But overall, extremely happy. That was a lot of fun. And when I get all that other little stuff worked out and figure out what I'm doing wrong or doing right or not doing, then I'll get the camera out and get some video going. But that was it. I gotta go get some work done and make a few bucks. But talk to you guys later. Highly recommend the Mavic. Highly recommend it. It's a cool freaking drone. Peace out.